Indira, why don't you go next and talk to us about Wells and your experience there?
Sure. So again, Rona, thank you for getting us together. It does feel like a family reunion. And one thing I have to say is that when I look at this panel, we are all standing on the shoulders of Eric Irish Brown, who I personally consider our the godmother of Wall Street for Black and Brown people. So Erica, you do personify diversity and inclusion in everything that you do. And the most important piece of that is always opening doors for others and bringing people along. So I'll say that like Goldman, Wells Fargo has been on a very clear path from a D&I perspective, led by our Chief Diversity Officer, Jimmy Paschal, who has been with the firm for 5 years. We've had a change in leadership recently that has accelerated the direction that we are moving in from a D&I perspective. In the culmination of everything that Erica described, COVID, what happened in our country through George Floyd and that incident, and the eyes that it opened for so many that didn't believe that this existed has really been a big catalyst for helping us continue to move forward, not just as individuals, but as companies, to open up and have these critical conversations. So the way that when you think about what is the one thing that, I would say has made me sort of the proudest, I'll start with that. For me personally, when I think about D&I, I think about companies and I think about it from a business imperative, right? For any sector, your competitive advantage really starts with innovation, because it's innovation that's going to lead to market growth. And if you believe that premise, then you must believe that the most diverse group of folks with the most diverse group of thoughts are going to come up with the best solutions and are going to drive that innovation. Then you should absolutely look at D&I as a business imperative. And I think that most companies believe that premise, but I'm finally really clear from a Wells perspective that is how we're going to structure the way we look at D&I, because our CEO, the biggest thing that's changed is he actually came out and, we did the pledges, here's what we're going to do from a human capital management perspective, but he also opened up a position at the table. He posted a position for the head of diverse segments, representation, and inclusion, reporting directly to him, so that it doesn't just sit from a people management perspective, but we're going to look at diversity at Wells Fargo from how are we doing from a business perspective, and are we opening the doors from an economic perspective to diverse businesses and diverse individuals, and is there, how equitable are our systems set up in order to ensure that we are driving that much needed economic shift and change and make things more equitable for everyone, regardless of what diverse segment you look like or are. So I think that to me has been the biggest sort of structural mind shift that has changed in the past couple of months, given everything that has occurred.